I don't think it's going to be very long. The numbers were already on their way up before Freedom Day became a thing. And certainly the NHS is already under pressure from non-COVID work. We've got record attendances at quite a lot of A&E departments. We've got elective surgery being cancelled in a lot of places. So what we really don't need at the moment is a lot of people turning up at hospital with COVID as well. Fortunately, as you just heard, the numbers of people being hospitalised with COVID haven't risen quite so sharply, but if the numbers in the community keep going up, inevitably the numbers coming into hospital will come up as well, and that's going to affect elective care, planned care as well.
And how do you feel about the NHS app and people deleting it?
It's very unfortunate. I think that if you blame the app for it, it overlooks the point, which is that the app is reflecting the huge rate of transmission in the community. The reason there's a pingdemic is because there's a pandemic. You know, people are being infected and testing positive in huge numbers, and blaming the app for that is like blaming a fire alarm for going off when there's a fire.
But not as many people are dying, of course, as we well know. So that chain, thankfully, has been broken. And all the people that, or many of the people that are isolating don't necessarily have COVID, but nevertheless, they can't work for that week. And we've seen the supermarket shelves empty as a result.
Sure, and it's certainly having an impact on the economy. I completely see that. And the problem is that we've still got some proportion of people who've been vaccinated are still getting ill. If you've got millions of people all catching the disease and only a tiny proportion of are ending up in hospital, that's still a large number. A small proportion of a large number is still a big number. And hospitals, as I say, don't have a lot of spare capacity at the moment. We're really stretched with everything else, quite aside from COVID. Certainly there needs to be some consideration of whether people who've been vaccinated maybe could have a different regime, maybe as has suggested there, you know, being tested to release or something like that. But at the moment, the numbers being pinged reflect the numbers being infected because we've released all the restrictions.
Okay. Doctor, you came on to talk about the 3% pay rise offer for NHS workers. I mean, it's what has been suggested, recommended by an independent pay body to the government. So there can't really be any real argument with that, can there?
The pay review body that's made that recommendation has, part of its purpose is to make sure that doctors want to stay in the NHS, to make sure that there's recruitment going on. And honestly, over the last 10 years, our pay has fallen in value by about a third because we've had year after year after year of getting below inflation pay rises. This doesn't really go very far towards addressing that. I mean, inflation this year is projected to be more than 3%. Andy Haldane at the Bank of England is talking about 4%. So this is probably going to turn out to be yet another below inflation pay rise at a time when doctors are leaving the NHS. They're exhausted by the last year and a half, and we really, really need people to stay. This isn't going to do that. Okay.
Do you think that that your organisation, yours and nurses, other healthcare workers, would potentially consider industrial action?
We're not at that stage yet. What we're going to be doing, we're going to be sending out a survey to our members today and over the next week or so to check and make sure that they are as angry and disappointed about this pay offer as we are at the BMA, and if so, what they're prepared to do about it. And industrial action will be on that list of things they might want to consider, and we'll see what people are prepared to do to defend their pay.
Okay, thank you on behalf of all of my viewers for the amazing work that you do.
Thank you very much. Let's hope the government recognises it too.
Okay, thank you.